Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a little while. I've had an interesting couple weeks. So I ended up hurting my thumb, and not in a cool way either, but we'll talk about that another time. If you want me to talk about that story, leave a comment below, and in my next video I'll tell you how I hurt my thumb. So I didn't go to the gym as much, and then last week I was on vacation. I went to the beach with the family, and I went to a Planet Fitness, so I didn't really try to record any of my workouts. But we're here. We got a lot of stuff out of my system, and I'm ready to dive in and really get after it. I know I've said that quite a few times, but it's pretty much now or never, so we got to make this thing happen. We're going to stick to a good diet, no more drinking alcohol. I'm going to push it hard in the gym and take rest days. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So today is push day. It's going to be bench press, cable presses, tricep press downs and shoulders and all that stuff. But we're going to jump in there and we're going to get this workout started. So I will see you guys in there. there you have it. Push day is complete, and it was a complete and total success. Solid work in there. We'll just go through the workout real quick. So I started off with chest, and I did warm up quite a bit before I started pushing heavy weight. So I have been substituting volume for intensity, and you know, just trying to push heavier weights with less sets, and I think that's going to benefit me in the long run. You know, it's pretty cool to be able to push around a lot of weight, but I also think it's going to really help with my muscle growth. You know, I may switch it up down the road, but this is what I'm doing right now. So I warmed up my rotator cuff, and then I did 2 sets of supine press. I did 3 plates, you know, slow, controlled on the way down, push, squeeze at the top, and it felt pretty good. So I did, first set was 3 plates. Second set I did 3 plates, but I was only able to get out 4 reps. So I switched to 4 plates and finished off going up to, I think I did about 11. And after that, I did some cable presses, you know, really focusing on the deep stretch and then the squeeze at the bottom. Really deep burning in my chest. So that was a good one. Did 2 sets there. Then we moved on to shoulders. I did cable lateral raise. I did 2 sets here. I did up the weight. I only did 10 reps on each side, but I upped the weight. Put the cable up to where it's even with your hand when your arm is straight, not all the way down. That way you're getting tension throughout the entire motion, you know. So I did 2 sets there. And then I did 2 sets of dumbbell lateral raise. And on that one, focusing on trying not to swing too much. You're going to swing sometimes, but I was really focusing on trying not to swing. And I ended up doing 2 sets there, and my shoulders were burning pretty good. You know, I only do side delts on push day, rear delts are on pull day, because that's just where it belongs when you're doing pulling exercises. And then I did triceps. I did bar cable press downs. I did 2 sets there. Really pushed through that one. Pretty heavy, slow, controlled. Have to be a little careful there, because sometimes I feel a little twinge in my elbow just from the amount of weight that I'm trying to move, you know. But I did 2 sets there, felt really good. Then I finished off with an overhead extension to hit the long head of my tricep. And you know, you only have to go moderate weight here. I like to use one arm. I like to do unilateral, you know, behind your head, deep stretch, push, 2 sets there. So that was it for my push day workout. Did my pose down, and I'm feeling pretty good. So we're getting into the groove of things. We're going to keep on pushing it hard. I'm going to build the best body that I can. I'm going to be nailing my nutrition, and I'm just going to be giving it all I got, like every single time. So tomorrow will be pull day, focusing on back, rear delts, and biceps. And then Wednesday will be a leg day, and then a rest day. And then we'll do upper, lower, rest, and repeat that process. That's my split right now. But you know, if you guys want any questions you want me to answer, leave it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But I just love bodybuilding. I love pushing myself in the gym, and I love sharing my experience with you guys. So don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive, and never give up on yourself. I'll see you guys on the next one.